it's Jen, and we are going to do a really fun makeup look today. This is my model Ava, and we are doing a back to school makeup look, which is super exciting. I know you're bummed that it's that time, but it is. But we're going to do a very fun, natural look, but we're going to do a little twist, and you will see what that twist is in a minute, so stay tuned. So I've already done a little bit of foundation on our skin. We do that just because usually there's some redness kind of in these areas, so we just kind of wanted to even that out. If you just want to use a tinted moisturizer, that'll be totally fine. So we're going to start with, this is MAC, it's a pearl cream. We're going to use this as a highlighter because think of you just got done with vacation, so you're still kind of bronzy and glowy, so you want to kind of keep that going. So we're just going to do a little bit of this highlighter and pearl just on our cheekbones and just kind of blend that in a little bit. Next we're going to use this Benefit Hoola bronzer, which I love. It has a little bit more of kind of an orange tint to it, I guess, which is really great for really summery bronzy skin. So again, we just kind of want to keep that bronze glow, so we're just going to contour our face just a little bit. Put it right in the hollows of your cheeks, and don't put too much. If you do, just remember the key is to blend. I'll probably always tell you that. Blending is the key to makeup. Blend, 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 blend. So just cheeks, a little bit on the forehead. You can do some on the side of the nose. Again, this is kind of a natural look. We don't want to look overly made up. Now we're going to use this MAC blush. It is Well Dressed, and it's really light. Again, we don't want to look overly done. So I'm just going to sweep this on our apple. Smile for me. Yay! And just blend up. And it just gives a little tint of color. So now I'm going to use eyeshadow. I can't remember the color that this is. It's a MAC color, but it's really just kind of a light pink. So if you just want to use any color, it's a MAC color, just to kind of use as a base of the eye. We're not going to use a lot of color for eyeshadow, but you can use a kind of a cream color, a beige, or a light pink, kind of a bone, just as a base, and that would be perfect. So next we're going to use this Stila liquid liner, which is amazing. I just got it recently. It is called, I just looked, Rock Candy. And this was my little twist that I was talking about. Oh my gosh, this stuff is so fun. And I was just telling Megan, excuse my unpainted nails. They look really bad. Okay, look down for me, or get close. I think this is the funnest stuff ever. I think it's so easy to just think that all we can wear is like black liner. Black liner gets really boring. So why not get a liner that has glitter in it? I actually got this sent to me in my Birchbox. If you don't know what that is, look it up. It's awesome. I was so super excited when I got this color. It's kind of a brown bronzy color, but it's just packed with glitter, and it's so fun. So now I'm going to use just kind of a coppery, glittery eyeshadow on the bottom. This was a bedhead color, but they discontinued this, but I love it. Their pigments were super amazing, but you can't buy it anymore. You might be able to find it on eBay. But this is an awesome color. So look up for me. There you go. And I'm just going to place this right at her lash line instead of using liner, and it just gives it more of just a pretty natural look instead of just putting gobs of black eyeliner under her eye. And I'm just meeting it up right at the corner where her liner ends. You can just smudge that in, and there you go. So now we're just going to curl her lashes before mascara. Look down to the ground for me. Curling your lashes is awesome just because it makes your eyes look very awake. I know some girls have super awesome curled lashes already and they don't need to, but not me. So now we're using Voluminous Million Lashes for her lashes. Make them beautiful and look like there's a million right down on the ground. I feel like mascara is one of those things that you can get at the drugstore. There's so many good ones. I like to use waterproof only because I feel like when I don't, I get raccoon eyes, but not everyone's that way. So I'm going to use my highlighter again. I forgot to do this earlier. Just on her inner corner of her eye, just to give it a bit of a pretty shine. And then I'm going to use just a little bit of eyeshadow. Anything that's kind of champagne looking, you can just put it right on that cream and it makes it stay just a little bit longer. So just FYI, when you're putting this liner on, if you get it, it dries kind of slowly. So just kind of be patient, look down, don't look up. So now we're gonna go on to lips, and I don't wanna do a really dramatic lip. We're going back to school. So what I'm doing is I'm using a lip balm. This is like lip vitamins, and a little bit of the Superstay 14-Hour Lipstick by Maybelline. This is Forever, or Fuchsia Forever. And I've just kind of put it on the back of my hand. And what I'm gonna do is just kind of blend this together and basically make like a tinted lip balm. So it's not crazy lip color, but it's just a pretty lip that you can wear all day at school. It'll last a little longer because you've got a little bit of tint to it, and your lips will feel awesome all day long. So we're just gonna dab that on our lips. Does it feel awesome? Mm-hmm. And it's very sheer. I don't want it to be like lipsticky. We just want it to look really sheer. And another way to make this look pretty sheer, and if you don't have a lip balm, what you can do is just use your finger right on the lipstick and just dab it onto your lips, and that makes a lipstick look more like a stain rather than a lipstick. That's also a good trick if you do want a really dramatic lip. Start with that and then put the lipstick right on your lips. But right now we're just going for a very sheer look. Perfect for every day, going to school, impress the boys, and just not too crazy. Not to where you feel like you have to reapply your lipstick all day. Rub that together. Beautiful! So we have finished her back to school look. Super simple, super easy. You can find this eyeliner probably at Sephora or somewhere like that if you want this exact one. Just pretty and fresh, super fun, super cute, and ready to start school.
Hi, this is Meg, and we're back with our beautiful model, Ava. She's got her back to school makeup done, and today I wanted to do a fun hair tutorial with you guys. I know you get back to school, and you know, the first day you want to fix your hair really pretty and curled or straight, or however you do it, but later in the week, all of that staying up late beforehand starts catching up, and it's hard to get up in the morning, so we're going to try something like a second day hair look. We're going to do a fun side fishtail braid, and it's a little bit of a messy look, so use lots of dry shampoo and hairspray, and it's going to be really easy for those mornings that you don't want to do a whole lot but still look really cute. Okay, we're going to start Ava's hair with some dry shampoo, which is probably the best stuff ever if you're going for second day hair, because it'll soak up all the oils that are right here, maybe like in the front of your hair. That tends to be where your hair gets the most oily, but it also gives your hair a lot of texture too, so it makes it, it's going to give you that fun messy look that we're going for, and it makes it a little bit easier to tease. Also, I'm going to give you a couple of options as well. we can use some hairspray when we tease, which I'm a big hairspray fan, but not everyone is. So we also have another option. If you ever used, it's volumizing powder, which is like amazing. The first time I ever used it, I couldn't really think. I was like, wow, I don't know how this stuff really works, but it gives your hair a lot of fun texture, and it'll give you that same effect that hairspray would without making it quite as stiff. So okay, we're gonna tease just a little bit, and I'm gonna start right here at the crown. This is basically where you're gonna want the most volume, is right up here. But we're gonna spray a little bit of the dry shampoo right at the roots. And then I'm gonna take my teasing brush, so much easier to use than a comb. So we just take it and pull it down at the root a few times. You automatically get some volume right there. Don't brush it out just yet. You're gonna look a little bit funny, but it's okay. It won't look like that forever. So I'm gonna get started on this and come back with the fishtail braid in just a minute. Okay, now that we've given her lots of texture and volume with our dry shampoo, we're going to just take it like where your hair is normally parted, and we're going to start to pull it around to the side, whatever side you want to do. Keep it kind of loose though, just because, you know, this is supposed to be a really relaxed look, but you know, you can do it as neat or as messy as you like. So I'm going to put it right here, and we are going to use one of these, just these little clear plastic rubber bands. You can buy a box of them that have like thousands in there, so you'll like never use them all, but this is just temporary. Basically, we're going to use it to hold your hair in a tight place, just because it's really hard with a fishtail braid. It likes to slip out really easy. Now Ava has really thick hair, but it's even harder when you've got fine hair because it just likes to slide out. That's another reason we added a lot of the texture to it as well, because it's just going to hold a lot better. But I only had to put it around one time in her hair because it's so thick, but if you have thinner hair you may want to wrap it an extra time or two, just depending. So this is just going to be here until we finish our fishtail braid. But now that we've got her hair parted to the side here, what I'm going to do is we're going to just take a little bit of, whatever you decide you want to use, you can use your hairspray if you like that, or you can just use some more dry shampoo. And I'm just going to even spray it down here a little bit, just to give it a little bit more texture, so that fishtail braid is going to hold. And I'm also going to tease here just a little bit as well too. And it doesn't, you're like probably thinking, why are you making your hair look frizzy? But I promise you're not going to see it in a minute, and it's going to give you that look that you're wanting to go for. Okay, now that we've teased the bottom here and given it some texture, we're going to start our fishtail braid. So I'm going to grab a piece right here, and I'm going to take that and split it in half. Let's see if you can see that. And basically what we're going to do is it's going to be similar to a French braid in the fact that we're going to add pieces as we go, but we're only going to use two pieces. So we're going to overlap like that, just like a crisscross right there. And then since I've pulled this part over first, I'm going to take a piece from this side, just a small piece, and pull it over and hold it on to the other side. And we're just going to keep doing that, adding pieces from underneath. And then once we get rid of all this underneath hair, then we're just going to start pulling from the opposite side, just like you would a French braid. So we're just going to pull here, pull it tight. The tighter you pull it, the longer it's going to stay in your hair, and it's going to look cooler too because it's going to have more intricate detail. I'm just going to keep adding a piece and pulling it tight. And you don't have to be too exact with this. We want this to have a kind of messy look, just like the rest of the hair that we've been doing. So just keep pulling. Oops, sorry. Gonna pull her hair out. Don't do that. And when you're doing it, you're gonna want to keep the two chunks separate like this the whole time, so they don't get mixed up and it'll be easy to drop your braid or start grabbing from the wrong side. So just make sure you keep these separate and keep them pulled tight while you're doing it.
Darling, don't close your eyes. There's no hiding. Look at love, love, love. Look at love.
Okay, now that we have finished her fishtail braid, we're not going to go all the way to the end because we're going to leave a little bit of that curl she had in her hair from yesterday. So I just took another one of these clear rubber bands, and I mean, you can use whatever. If you have a regular hair tie that you'd rather use, these are just nice because they kind of blend into your hair, so you don't have like a bright green or blue or something, unless you're wearing bright blue or green and would like to do that, so that's cool too. So I made a mess of that, but it doesn't have to be perfect. It's just there to hold it on the bottom. So now that we're done with that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a pair of scissors. Be careful not to cut your hair when you do this, but what we're going to do, I'm just going to pull this away from her hair. I'm just going to snip it. These scissors aren't that great. There we go. So we just snipped that, pulled that out. So now we don't have that there. And basically what I'm going to do is just kind of pull on it, make it a little bit more imperfect. So it's, you don't need it to look too nice and neat. So however much you want to kink at it, but it's just supposed to look fun, and it definitely, it really shows off the fun fishtail braid that we just did. And that is it. It's really easy once you get the hang of doing this fishtail. It just takes a couple times of practice to get it right. It also helps if you're doing it on yourself, to just be in front of your mirror, which you probably would anyway, but so you can see what you're doing. But basically that's it. Once we're done, we can just kind of tease up the back a little bit, pull it out, loosen it up. I like these little pieces here on the side, adds just to the messy fun. And this is your second day hair look, fishtail braid, and you're ready to go.